Oh, you good?
Is it record?
I'm Gerald.
And I'm Aubrey with Bass Kicking Adventures. Today we're at this pond and we're going to do some fishing today. So first I'm starting off with a grasshopper lure. It's a popper grasshopper topwater bait. And I am fishing with this loose spin reel and an American Hero We Go 2 rod. See if I can catch some fish today. You figured there would be something around that tree over there. You're gonna come stand over here, right under that tree. A little muddy right here. So I got my new shoes on. Got my dirty shoes on. Play shoes on. Yesterday we had a fun day fishing. You should go check out that video. We were mainly trying to find new ponds and rivers and creeks, but we found new fishing spots to fish out. But it was worth it fishing at them. We caught one bass. We had caught. Judd, I just had a fish on. I didn't set the hook hard enough. But I don't like when my line breaks. I don't like the fish living in it, having it in his mouth while he's living, because it could hurt the fish, I guess, or he can die maybe. I just don't like fish dying or killing fish. I don't like killing anything unless it's like something that's trying to like hurt me. Like if it's a copperhead, if he don't bother me, I won't bother him. But if he just comes at me aggressive, I'll do something to him. Okay. Guys, this thing's got a great swimming action. I don't know if you can see my pole, but that thing's moving like crazy. I also put this together last night. Took a jig head and then put it on this little swim bait, and then I colored its legs up only, and then it got on its belly. But hey, we always like those bloody designs around here. I know it don't hurt the fish. Well, it don't hurt the lure. Yesterday, me and Judd had to get used to these reels. We haven't casted one of these spinning reels in a while. And sure enough, we went to this store called it was called El Dorado Outpost. If you go back to the last video that we posted, that we made yesterday, that place was pretty cool. And we found these, and they were not that expensive. But yesterday, we loved fishing with these things, and we went to this creek, and we caught bren there. It's a nice creek too. And then yesterday we found this pond, and I was so close to catching, I think, my PB bass. I had three big bites. Two of them jumped around the water. I got to see them, and one got to the bank and then unhooked himself, and he was pretty big, but we didn't have him on video. But it don't count if you don't hold him in the air, or if you use those fish grabbers that we used to use, but now we just use our hands. Oh God. I love fishing. It just relaxes you. Keep getting hung up on the post. It feels good until that wind starts coming through here. I would prefer Florida weather than this weather right now. But at least it ain't winter all year round. Like, I'm glad I'm kind of not up north because it's always really cold there. So I keep getting lost on my lure, so now I need to adjust how fast I reel it. I did not mean to do that. Whoa, did y'all see that? That bass just jumped out of the water right there. I'm gonna see if I can catch him real quick. Just a minute jump, and then the bass jumped out of the water after him. Let's see if I can catch that bass. Maybe he's the one that bit a minute ago. Gerald, you missed it. A minnow jumped out of the water, and then the bass jumped out after it. I hope y'all saw that. I always like keeping my eye on the water when I'm walking, because you can see cool stuff and you can see where a bass hit. Then you could go see if you were able to cast there somewhere. I hope I can catch that bass. I didn't get to see how big he was. All I got to see was his belly. The bass. But you can never judge it by just seeing parts of it. You want to see the whole fish to be able to tell how big he is. I want to catch a brim out of this pond. We fished those several times. Y'all should go check out those videos. If I know what the name of the title would be, I would tell y'all, but I don't remember the title of the video. But I don't want to get skunked today because yesterday I didn't get skunked. I would have caught like 4 fish yesterday, but all three got off. One got off on the bank, but I didn't hold him up, so that don't count as a fish. But yesterday when I went fishing, when me and Judd went fishing at that creek, at the creek, shoot, we had so many bites, but they just kept missing them. And I threw it one time on a bank, and I drew like two to three brim off the bank, and then they just started floating down and then some started floating down the current and started biting at it. Had one do it right before the waterfall, right before he fell down from like waterfall. They're like little waterfalls. They're basically like rapids, but more like a waterfall type of. But I honestly think that fishing in smaller places like creeks, little, like not big rivers, and little ponds like we're at right now, I think those would be better to fish in. Better to fish in than like a lake. You would have more. I think there's some squirrels jumping back and forth. Who knows what that was? But I think fishing in ponds, small creeks, and small rivers would be. You would have a better chance of catching fish in them more than a big lake, because those fish can be anywhere in the lake. We had a giant catfish that we would feed bread, and little brim, of course, would come up and eat the bread. But we had a big catfish. He was like our pet, basically. Every night we'd go out there and feed him bread. I loved doing that. And then we had seagulls coming out there. And then we had ducks, and the ducks were like our pets too. They were eating out of my hand. They were eating the bread out of my hand. And then this place called Tamarack Marina, that's on High Rock Lake. We always went there on Sundays to get shrimp. And then they had seagulls and ducks there, and every time we go there, we'd feed the ducks or seagulls. And then we'd ride the jet skis, and we'll go get gas there at Tamarack Marina. They have really good food, especially on Sundays. That's shrimp. We would drive there on the jet ski. Phew, if that food was good. There's something swimming right there. If y'all watch this water, you'll see ripples of a fish, something swimming. I think it's that bass that's hanging around in this corner. Casting it where he is jumping, so maybe I'll catch him. And if I see this one more time, I'll just hurry up and reel it in. But you still have to remember, it's your opinion who likes what you like. Like, if I like, for an example, me. Say, Johnny over here says, hey, I don't like braid. I said, well, I like braid because it don't kink up. Johnny can say, well, maybe braid don't kink up, but I want to film it, it's just better. That's just his opinion. That's just what he thinks. If I said I'd rather be fishing in warmer weather, Billy over there can say, well, I like fishing in colder weather. I said, okay, that's just your opinion. We're not arguing, we're just saying what we think. One of Gerald's buddies, he fishes with us, and he says that we tell him that he should use braid, but he he won't listen to us. He wants to use monofilament line, or he don't want to use braid, I said. And then one time, and he has an SLX reel, an SLX DC reel. And one day he casted it and he almost got a backlash, and his line kept kicking up on him, and he kept reeling it in, and he kept getting stuck on his reel where you reel it in. See a float down here. I know where that float used to be. There's a lot of things down here that wash up down by here. Oh God. Just trying to be careful walking. Gerald has a mini whopper plopper. That thing it looks so good going through the water. He has a big whopper plopper too. We have a lot of whopper ploppers and choppos. We're a big fan of whopper plopper and choppos. And Joe was fishing at a pond while I was in school, and he found a whopper plopper laying on the ground. It was a black one. It was just a black, it was all muddy and everything. And he colored it up how he wanted to. He sandpapered it down, got all the color off, that black off of it. He made a video about it. I think it's called, well, I actually don't know what it's called, but you can it's not far down when you scroll. It's a whopper plopper, and he painted it. All these colors. He painted it yellow, red, and black eyes, I think it was. I'm not for sure exactly for sure what he... I know he gave it red, yellow, and black on it. That thing is good in here. And then he has a little whopper plopper that has a blue eye. That thing does good too. If that's something you would want to use in a creek, not in. You could use it in a river, but it might not be loud enough. But there, it's still loud. The other day we were fishing here. Oh, it was last weekend. We were fishing here, and there were turtles on that log. I was standing right here. They looked at me. I casted my lure over there. They didn't care that I casted my lure over there. They kind of got scared of me just a little bit, but not much. That's how it was like when we were fishing in Black Creek. We'll be doing a lot of fishing in Black Creek this summer. They say there's alligators in Black Creek. Black Creek is part of Presswood Lake. Oh God. Is a part of Presswood Lake. And they say there's alligators in Presswood Lake and Black Creek. Black Creek's is a pretty good looking creek. We did fishing in it last summer. And, whew, we caught jacks out of there. We caught bass out of there. We never did see alligators, but we saw alligator beds. We didn't see nests. The alligator where the mamas, yeah, y'all know what nests are. And then one time we went, It was a choppy way back. Phew, that place. I was in a creek boat. We did a video about that. It's not the new one, the new video. It's the old one. And then Joe also did a video about his Cayman boat that we took. We didn't have no trouble. We didn't have no trouble at all. What is? Oh, that's nothing. Oh. Great. There we go. Got lucky right there. Always I'm paying attention. I was looking over there because I thought I saw something jumping in the water, but I guess it was just a leaf falling in the water. And there's trees. I was looking over there, and I reeled it up. Sorry if the camera's moving a little bit. Had an itch right there. I hope this camera's not dead. Is it dead when they're laying on the ground? But look how it stirs up that mud. Okay, so I know there's people just throw worms or minnows in here for crappie, or if there's catfish in here, I don't know. I don't do much catfishing or crappie fishing, but this summer, you'll see us catfishing plenty of times during this summer. We've only had this channel up, I'm not gonna say for a year. Say we started in like late December.
Alright guys, the little guy right there liked the way the Hellgrammite looked. Good fighting little fish.